Okay, then you're going to erase your lines, erase any pencil lines or pencil marks, and be careful because you can, where you've cut already, you can tear real easy. I've had many of those, and then you just scotch tape it back together. You can't see it once you get your card decorated. So you erase all your lines. So you have both your lines erased on both pieces. Now the easiest way to tell you to do this is to put your pieces together so they are the same. They're laying on top of each other. Again, I'm trying to figure out. So you've got to go this way for the camera. It's backwards. That confuses me. And so you lay them on top. And then what you're going to do is take and slide your card together where your slits are. So then when you lay it flat, you have one cohesive part here. Now I'm going to take my bone folder. Now this is just me. I found that this was just easier for me to do, to fold it this way. You can do it whatever. Once you learn how to do. Sorry, I'm erasing some more pencil marks. Once you learn how to do these, you'll find your unique little tricks on what works best. But I find it just as easier for me. Just on one side, I fold over this and flatten it, and on the other end, I'm going to fold over this and flatten it. So I have two little flaps here. And I'm going to fold it over. And this is probably going to be hard to show on camera, but hopefully we'll make it. And I'm going to fold it over. So I have all my flaps on the ends are all folded over. Now I stand it up on end like this. Put my base down here. And then I slide. I'm going to try to do it sideways. I slide my hand in here. Slide it in there and start your fold, and where you've creased it should fold just right down, and then you're going to it's kind of a squishing is what you're going to do. Then take your bone folder and do all your lines like that. Now you have on there your base to your cascading card, and it stands up like that. Let's see, we'll go back this way. There we go. Stands up like that, with this being the front and this being the back. Now I'm going to show you some of the pieces to the wedding card, since that's the one that Jennifer is going to be doing. I used my bird punch and my owl punch, I think, for everything on this. We'll get to that in a minute. The first thing I do is I find out what color. This is a set that I have. That again, here we go. This is actually Miss Denny's. I chose to do purple for her. She ordered a kit from me. So when you get a kit from me in the mail, this is how it's gonna come. If you want to color it your own, you can just let me know. I'll color it my own, or tell me the colors that you wanted. She didn't have a choice because she missed the class, so I just went and colored hers purple. But anyway, this is her kit. So this is the back side of your card, and then this is what I stamped out of the rest of the set, and I will get you the name of that set. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But these are the little flowers we're going to use. A lot of cutting in this, a lot of coloring. If you want to use a lot of shading on it, use your Copic markers. If you are a Copic marker user, that's great too. Just know you have a lot of cutting. I chose the easy way out. Didn't do a lot of shading. On this piece here, I took and outlined it in the dark purple, and then colored it with the lighter purple. So you kind of got the feel of a shade. So this is the back part of your card. So this is how it stands up like this. Let's see. I'm trying to get you to see the back. So it stands up like this. So that's your back part of the card. Now I will go ahead and put your back, your rings, and your doors and your stairs on for you. This is just gray. I chose gray because it was a softer color, but if you tell me you would rather have brown steps or brown doors, we can, you know, it can be done, or if you want to do your own, that's fine too. So I've dirtied all of these and ran these through the Cuttlebug. These are the steps. And my friend Marsha, when I was teaching this class, pointed out to me that I had the steps backwards on my first card. So I corrected it on this one. So it looks like you're graduating right up the steps. And these are the little handles and stuff that you have. And the rings. Now, again, you know, if you do this for like a 50th wedding anniversary, you could do it with gold. If you could find some glitter paper or shimmer paper in the color of what you wanted for the wedding, you could do it for that as well. I'm going to put together somewhat one today for you I'm actually going to use it as an anniversary card. Okay, so on this one, I've added the steps, and I've did the ring, and I've done the back. And I chose Cherry Cobbler and Handsome Hunter for the colors of this one. And Cherry Cobbler is one of my favorite colors, so I tend to use it a lot. Now, I took all these little lines of flowers, all these little lines here, and I've cut them all out. I kept them in a line, but cut them all out, and then cut them where I needed it to be cut. And I've put my flowers on already. I'm going to show you the door. Let me see here. This is how I do the door. So again, when you get a kit, you'll these are the door handles. I mean, when you get a kit, this part of it will all be done, and I'll have the handles on. But if you want to replicate this is the easiest way I've found to do the doorknobs. And I take a long skinny piece of gray. Again, could be any color. I think this is a 1/16 hole punch. I'm not sure. It's not the real teeny tiny one. It's the one up from that, and that's just a regular hole punch. So then I do both ends. So there's my both handles, and then I'm going to cut it apart, and I just kind of round it here. And you may have to just round it on the bottom too. I haven't found how to not get the corners, and it's too much hassle. It's just easier for me to round it after I get it done. So there's one handle that I've cut. And I've already got the pop dots on here, so for the sake of time. But I really wanted to show you, because this is kind of a time saver when you've got little tiny parts. Sometimes it works easier that way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach my doorknobs. Now, the other thing I did on here too is a little bit of shading down the middle of my gray piece that I put on for the doors. The gray piece that I did, I think, was 3 by 3. You'll notice, well, let's see, it shows better on this one. You'll notice it doesn't come quite to the point, and that's okay because it's going to be covered with flowers. And it doesn't go quite to the bottom either, but again, it's okay because you're going to have your stairs on it. Okay, this is my one handle, and I'm doing this upside down, so this may take me some travel in here. Okay. Oh, what I was saying, see, my ADD just gets me all off. I took a piece of paper, and I don't know if you can see it on this. Well, you can. I took a piece of paper, let me pull it up here, back it up a little, and I laid it down the middle of the card. Can you see that little bit of heavy shading? That just kind of gives you the illusion of 2 doors. And you can do that, or you don't have to do it, because your handles will also help with the illusion of 2 doors too. I just thought it added just a little bit to it, and it's kind of a fun way to, when I've made, again, it was a wedding card, but when I made cleavages and things like that, I would use, oh, it's just a little bit longer than the other one, so we'll just have to, I'll fix that later. You see, when I eyeball things, sometimes it doesn't work out. I've cut that one just a little bit longer than the other, but I'll fix it later. Okay, now for the flower pots on either side of the that's this way, so I'm back on either side of the door. I just took a 1-inch punch, square punch, and punched it. You can cut it with your cutter. There's no reason why you have to use the punch. But anyway, you want a 1-inch by 1-inch square. I ran it through a Cuttlebug folder. I chose a larger paisley one, so that, because it's such a tiny piece, I wanted it to have I wanted to be able to really show. So I did choose something that was larger, but it was dense. So there was a lot of it. And And you're just going to, again, putting on upside down. You're going to put these, and I've already put the bling on them because you have to have bling. You're going to put these right on the front of the door. So now you have your flowers, and your front steps are done. Let's see, here we go. Your front steps are done. So that's kind of what you do. I'll fix that. The handle's going to drive me crazy, but I'll fix it later. But anyway, that's kind of what it looks like. I also noticed I put my flowers kind of. See, working upside down just doesn't work for this little Mimi here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Fix that. Okay, now we're going to work. Now I'm going to show you what I did and how I did the little people for this. I love my owls. My owls are my friends, and I love to use my owls. So, and I have a girlfriend who wanted penguins, and you can use the owl punch and make penguins as well. So let me show you my little characters here. This is the groomsman. And I used for, let's see if I can, there we go. I used for his hair the Fisker's Grass Punch and just clipped off a little bit of that. And then his wings are from the Bird Punch, but the rest of this is from the Owl Punch. And I even put black shoes on him since he is in a black tux. My friend Jennifer wants gray, so that's going to be kind of pretty, I think. I'll put them in gray. And then again, his bow tie matches the color of what the wedding is going to be. Then here's his little mate, the little matron of honor, and she's all from the Bird Punch, except for I put a little flower up. I mean the Owl Punch, I'm sorry, except for the wings again. I put a little flower here, and of course she's carrying a flower, and she's got some bling in it. So that's the maid of honor. She has her matching shoes too. Then here's the handsome groom. And again, very simple Owl Punch, Grass Punch for his hair, bird wing for his cape or his wings. And he's all decked out. And again, you could use whatever color you wanted to use.